In this video, I want to tell you my secrets for overcoming fear of rejection, approach anxiety, and generally, if you struggle to speak up in social situations and you're worried about being yourself and you're scared of other people judging you, this video will be for you. Okay? So if you really struggle with rejection and you don't want to get rejected and so it holds you back, failure, this idea of failure is holding you back from talking to the women you want to talk to, from meeting the people you want to meet, making the friends you want to make, then this video will really, really help you. This is going to be the one-stop shop to completely at least get started fixing that problem, okay? And so what I want to talk about first is just this idea that no one actually cares. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Well, you're walking around and you see all these people, especially because I know this from experience. You see all these people that seem like they have something figured out. They seem like they have their social life pretty figured out. They know how to talk to people. They are charismatic. You see other guys that have girlfriends, and maybe your friends have girlfriends or they're getting married or whatever, and you just can't seem to figure it out. And you think that everyone else has it figured out and that you are broken or you are special and something doesn't click for you. Something doesn't work for you. Okay? And I have the biggest bombshell of all time for you, and I think you probably know it's true, but you just don't know to accept it because it's hard. No one actually has it figured out. Everyone is in their head. Everybody else that you're talking to is also in their head. When you talk to a stranger at a bus stop and you have a conversation with them, they're also in their head about like, oh, do I sound weird? Oh, am I coming off okay? Oh, am I being nice? Oh, what is this? Does this person want to hurt me? Blah, blah, blah. They're having all these thoughts running through their head as well. Like, you're not the only one. Everyone else is doing that too. Everyone else is human. So you're not special. And a big reason that a lot of guys get caught up in this problem where they struggle with fear of rejection is because their ego is so attached to how people view them. Like, your ego is so tied up in if people don't accept me, then I'm less of a person. But here's the thing, you're watching this channel because you want to get better with women. You want to get better with socializing. You want to make more friends. You want to have a better life and live more of a fulfilling life as a man. And so if you're watching this channel, then you know what is best for you. You know that you need to improve. You know that something needs to go differently for you. And so why would you let the average person who has an average life dictate whether or not it's okay for you to go for what you want? That doesn't make any sense. The first thing that you have to do is realize that no one cares, man. No one cares. Literally not a single person. Everyone else is just as obsessed with themselves as you are. Okay? And so the reason that you can become more charismatic and more fun to be around and more interesting to other people is that we're going to start flipping that. And you're going to start thinking more about giving to other people rather than what you can get from a situation. The reason that so many people will walk away really quickly when you first approach them is because they can tell you have an agenda, right? Think about it like this. If you derive all your self-worth from someone else and talking to them and them giving you some sort of feedback or feeding back into it or, giving you a contact information or something, you have to win with the person to feel good about yourself. That is a tremendous amount of pressure, especially to put on a girl that you just approached. All right, so if you approach a girl and you're interested in her, you think she's cute, and you want to talk to her, you want to get her number. But if you don't get her number, your entire worldview will shatter, and you'll think that you're ugly and that you're a piece of shit and that no one will ever love you, right? That's an incredible amount. And it might sound like I'm exaggerating, but if you're someone that struggles with this problem, you probably resonate with what I just said. And if you're putting that much pressure on this girl, it's not going to do you any favors. You're going to be absolutely screwed because she's going to feel that pressure. And there's this concept that I like to call emotional mirroring, where women will feel how you feel. And so if you feel weird, if you feel all this pressure, because oh my God, I hope she likes me, then she's going to feel that pressure and she's going to walk away instantly. She's not going to stay in the interaction for 10 or more seconds. So that is usually when guys come to me and they're not having any sort of interactions that last longer than 10 seconds, they're just getting blowout all the time. It's usually because they don't actually want to give anything. They're looking to take from the interaction. So some guys are looking to take validation. Some guys are looking to take like sex or like a result, like a phone number or a date or something from the girl without giving first. And so some of you guys that have low confidence, you might be wondering, how do I give? How do I give value if I don't have value, if I don't have money, if I don't have resources? Well, the number one way you can give value is by talking about things you're passionate about and being passionate in general, being passionate about life and bringing fun. Girls love having fun. And so at the very least, you can be the most broke person on the planet, but if you are genuinely fun and you bring enjoyment into other people's lives, that is the best way to offer value, because everyone likes having fun. No one doesn't like having fun, right? And if they do hate having fun, then like you don't want to be around that person anyway, right? So that's the best way to offer value. If you have nothing, and I wouldn't recommend, even if you had money, to go in and be like, hi, I'll buy you dinner to a girl, because that might set up the premise in the wrong direction, right? Like the interaction might not go the way you want it to, because she might be in it for money. So what I would focus on doing is I would focus on, okay, how can you set things up so that you're always bringing fun into the interaction and you're not expecting anything in return? Having good game with women when you're approaching them, cold approaching, is not about pushing buttons. It's not about pushing their buttons and finding like the right thing to say to the girl. What good game is about having fun and like who has the most fun. Think about it like this. If a girl is having fun, if she's having more fun with you than she would by leaving, she's going to stay. Okay? She's going to stay unless her friends like are judging her or something. And then it's on you to like go meet her friends and like make them realize that like you're not a piece of shit. For some of you guys that feel like you have something to lose when you're interacting with women, like if you talk to them and they reject you, it feels like a real loss. It feels like it really hurts you. If you're one of those guys, then I'm going to do an exercise with you here, okay? You actually have nothing to lose. I know it feels like you have everything to lose, but you actually don't. And so I'm going to prove this. I want you to go up to a woman that you think is attractive. I want you to say, hey, I thought you were attractive. And I want you to try to get rejected, okay? Get rejected, and then just like look down at your hands. Your hands are still there. You're still alive. You have no scratches on you. Nothing happened to you physically. Everything's fine. You're actually the exact same person you were. Nothing changed. So what's so bad about getting rejected? Nothing is. I've been rejected hundreds of times. Like, I've had to get rejected hundreds of times to be with over 100 women. It just makes sense, right? So obviously I've been rejected over 100 times. Like, I don't have some crazy like 50% pull rate. Like, that's crazy, right? I've approached tons of women. I've talked to a lot of girls. And I've had a lot of really cool experiences with women because I let go of this idea that I need to get something from every interaction. You can constantly give out fun and good vibes everywhere you go, no matter what, and never lose and never become less after that. You will never lose anything. All right, so what are some mindsets that you can take forward from this video to make you realize that rejection is not a big deal? All right. First, I want you to start laughing at rejection. I want you to go out and try to get rejected. And by the way, this is not for guys, like if you don't struggle with rejection, if you get rejected and it feels like nothing, then this isn't for you. You probably have other sticking points that are keeping you from getting into interactions. You're probably not connecting with the girl emotionally. You're probably not teasing enough, not being playful enough, something like that. But if you can get rejected and feel nothing, like this is not for you. But I want you to go out and try to get rejected if you are struggling with that, and start laughing at it. And maybe even start repeating to yourself every morning in the mirror, and I'm being serious with this. I have my clients do it. Every morning in the mirror, like, I like rejection. I think it's funny. I like awkward situations. I love putting myself in awkward situations. I think it's hilarious. I think it's very fun, and it gives me life. Like, you can start repeating those things to yourself, and you'll notice that you'll start to feel a lot better about rejection. All right, so that's my call to action for you. Hopefully this helped. Just remember, man, nobody cares. It's not that serious. Like, you're going up to like a 110-pound girl and you're like scared that she's going to reject you. But like, if you actually look at what's happening in front of you, like if you look down at your hands, you're fine. Nothing bad happened. All right. It's just feedback. Rejection is just feedback. The only reason rejection would be bad is if you refuse to take that feedback and change. So that's all you have to do. Take the feedback from rejection and change and get better. If you want, you can get a mentor, and that's going to really help skyrocket your progress. You're going to make progress a lot faster. And there's links in the description also, by the way, if you want to DM me to get mentored by me. But like, you don't have to do that. You can literally just take the feedback, talk to people that kind of know what they're talking about, and try something new, and then see if you get rejected or how long you last in the interaction, whatever, and try to get better. That's all you need to do, man. All right? Take a more positive attitude towards learning dating. Dating is supposed to be fun. You're never going to get anywhere by taking it too serious and thinking that you're the special case and you're broken and girls don't like you, because it's just not true.